It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opening, right? Week one, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
They'll send their tight end right. First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Purdy setting up that play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board, and the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Complete beyond the marker. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. The Commanders going field goal here. This is from 35 out on the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Throw left side, complete. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pull ahead 6-3 in the first. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they're really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. Purdy on first down. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we're down to 3 quarters. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Cowboys rushing in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
On third down, Purdy. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
They'll run here on first down. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas. New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw it on first down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll go down here at the 16. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders set to take over. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Commanders looking for a score before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. From the 34. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. To throw again, it's Purdy. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Pressure comes, Purdy. That's caught for the 1st. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. From the red zone now. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Hand off to the back. Past midfield to the 45. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll manage to get this one down to the 27. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 27. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Looking for a throw here. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Throwing from the gun here. That's cut beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. 1st down from the red zone. This one's caught. And in for the Dallas touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. One of the tight ends in motion left. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. We've hit halftime in our first Monday Night Cup. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Jackson now to return it. Jukes out a one-stop, and he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled by Rook Orororo. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. This time it's a passing play. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Everybody rushing back to the line. 3rd down from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working inside the red zone. Complete out to the right side. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Fielded at the 7. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Out comes the... Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Cut out left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll come up 1st and 10. On the gun is Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long, Purdy. This throw is caught. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it at the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys keep running away with this. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Purdy on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Purdy throwing here on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Purdy throwing here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot guys so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that pick.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. On 2nd and 12 now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout.
You get off your regular terms, you got to rely on that.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tack on 7 more to their lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. First down throw by Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Commanders trying to do some window dressing. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again following the sack. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And they get to him again. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Cowboys scoop it up.
Hey, a normal old stop on 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally. In an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
On first down, they'll run. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Hauled in left side. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
The throw is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Starting at the 10. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 38 out of the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And this isn't just anyone in